Shalom, family, and thank you all for tuning in to this 7th episode of Soul Food entitled YAHUAH and YAHUSHA. I'm going to read out of the Sefer book. This collection of writings in the East Sefer is a restoration of the books traditionally recognized as set-apart scripture and also includes certain writings retained in the Dead Sea Scrolls. The East Sefer sets forth the set-apart name and set-apart identities in an English transliteration, and also restores the names of peoples and places found in the original Hebrew tongue, all of which have also been transliterated into English. I'm going to begin reading out of Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 1 through 3. Give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as the rain, and my speech shall distill as the dew. As the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass, because I will publish the name of YAHUAH. Ascribe ye greatness unto our Elohim. Psalm chapter 22, verse 22. I will declare your name unto my brethren. In the midst of the assembly will I praise you. And I have declared unto them your name, and will declare that the love wherewith you have loved me may be in them, and I in them. Yohanan or John chapter 17, verse 26. That is our King, High Priest, and Prophet, Yahusha or Yeshua, speaking, and his name bears the name of our Father who art in heaven, Yah or Yahuwah. End of his name, Usha or Shinaim in Hebrew, or Shua, which means salvation, and put together with our Father's name, Yah, Yah's salvation. I'm going to read Luke chapter 7, verse 1. Now when he had ended all his sayings in the audience of the people, he entered into Capernaum. And a certain centurion's servant, who was dear unto him, was sick and ready to die. And when he had heard Yeshua, he sent unto him the elders of the Jews, beseeching him that he would come and heal his servant. And when they came to Yeshua, they besought him instantly, saying that he was worthy for whom he should do this, for he loveth our nation, and he built us a synagogue. Then Yeshua went with them. And when he was now not far from the house, the centurion sent friends to him, saying unto him, Master, trouble not thyself, for I am not worthy that thou shouldest enter under my roof. Wherefore neither thought I myself worthy to come unto thee, but saying a word, and my servant shall be healed. For I also am a man set under authority, having under me soldiers. And I say unto one, Go, and he goeth, and to another, Come, and he cometh. And to my servant, Do this, and he doeth it. When Yeshua heard these things, he marveled at him, and turned him about, and saith unto the people that followed him, I say unto you, I have not found so great faith, no, not in Israel. And they that were sent returning to the house found the servant whole that had been sick. And it came to pass the day after that he went into a city called Nain, and many of his disciples went with him, and much people. Now when he came nigh to the gate of the city, behold, there was a dead man carried out, the only son of his mother, and she was a widow. And much people of the city was with her. And when the master saw her, he had compassion on her, and said unto her, Weep not. And he came and touched the bier, and they that bare him stood still. And he said, Young man, I say unto thee, arise. And he that was dead sat up and began to speak. And he delivered him to his mother. And there came a fear on all, and they glorified Yah, saying that a great prophet is risen among us, and that Yah hath visited his people. And this rumor went forth throughout all Judea, and throughout all the region round about, and the disciples of John showed him of all these things. And John, calling unto him 2 of his disciples, sent them to Yeshua, saying, Art thou he that should come, or look we for another? And when the men were come unto him, they said, John the Baptist has sent us unto thee, saying, Art thou he that should come, or look we for another? And in that same hour he cured many of their infirmities and plagues, and of evil spirits, and unto many that were blind he gave sight. Then Yahshua answered, said unto them, Go your way, and tell John what things ye have seen and heard, how that the blind see, the lame walk, the lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear, and the dead are raised, and to the poor the gospel is preached. And blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me. And when the messengers of John were departed, he began to speak unto the people concerning John. What went ye out into the wilderness for to see? A reed shaken with the wind? But what went ye out for to see? A man clothed in soft raiment? Behold, they which are gorgeously apparelled and live delicately are in king's courts. But what went ye out for to see? A prophet? Yea, I say unto you, and much more than a prophet. This is he of whom it is written, Behold, I send my messenger before thy face, which shall prepare thy way before thee. For I say unto you, among those that are born of women, there is not a greater prophet than John the Baptist. But he that is least in the kingdom of Yah is greater than he. And all the people that heard him and the publicans justified Yah, being baptized with the baptism of John. But the Pharisees and lawyers rejected the counsel of Yah against themselves, being not baptized of him. And the master said, Whereunto then shall I liken the men of this generation? And to what are they like? They are like unto children sitting in the marketplace and calling one to another, saying, We have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned to ye, and ye have not wept. For John the Baptist came neither eating bread nor drinking wine, and ye say, He hath the devil. But the Son of Man is come, eating and drinking, and ye say, Behold, a gluttonous man, and a wine-bibber, and a friend of publicans and sinners. But wisdom is justified of all her children. But one of the Pharisees desired him that he would eat with him. And he went into the Pharisee's house and sat down to meat. And behold, a woman in the city, which was a sinner, when she knew that Yahshua sat at meat in the Pharisee's house, she brought an alabaster box of ointment. And she stood at his feet behind him weeping, and began to wash his feet with tears, and did wipe them with the hairs of her head, and kissed his feet, and anointed them with the ointment. Now when the Pharisees which had bidden him saw it, he spake within himself, saying, This man, if he were a prophet, would have known who and what manner of woman this is that toucheth him, for she is a sinner. And Yahshua answered, said unto him, Simon, I have somewhat to say unto thee. And he said, Master, say on. There was a certain creditor which had two debtors. The one owed 500 pence and the other 50. And when they had nothing to pay, he frankly forgave them both. Tell me, therefore, which of them will love him the most? Simon answered and said, I suppose that he to whom he forgave the most. And he said unto him, Thou hast rightly judged. And he turned to the woman and said unto Simon, Seest thou this woman? I entered into thine house. Thou gavest me no water for my feet, but she has washed my feet with tears and wiped them with the hairs of her head. Thou gave me no kiss, but this woman, since the time I came in, has not ceased to kiss my feet. My head with oil thou didst not anoint, but this woman hath anointed my feet with ointment. Wherefore I say unto thee, her sins, which are many, are forgiven. For she loved much, but to whom little is forgiven, the same loveth little. And he said unto her, Thy sins are forgiven. And they that sat at meat with him began to say within themselves, Who is this that forgiveth sins also? And he said to the woman, Thy faith has saved thee. Go in peace. Psalms chapter 68, verse 4. And sing unto Yah, sing praises to his name, extol him that rideth upon the heavens by his name, Yah, and rejoice before him. Psalm 138. Psalm 138, verse 1. I will praise thee with my whole heart. Before the gods will I sing praise unto thee. I will worship toward thy holy temple and praise thy name for thy loving kindness and for thy truth. For thou hast magnified thy word above all thy name. And in the day when I cried, thou answered me and strengthened me with thy strength in my soul. All the kings of the earth shall praise thee, O Yah, when they hear the words of thy mouth. Yea, they shall sing in the ways of Yah, for great is the glory of Yah. Though Yah be high, yet hath he respect unto the lowly, but the proud he knoweth afar off. Though I walk in the midst of trouble, thou wilt revive me. Thou shalt stretch forth thine hand against the wrath of mine enemies, and thy right hand shall save me. Yah will perfect that which concerneth me. Thy mercy, O Yah, endureth forever. Forsake not the works of thine own hands. Please, O Yah. Shalom. Peace.